So this is a song that when I wrote it, I just had no idea how much more meaning it would gain for me in my life as I've after the years have gone by since I've written it. And I think I've shared part of that story with you before, but the song is called Faith Unashamed. And originally when I wrote the song and then continued traveling to churches, but not only churches, but sometimes pride events or GLBT events, some of the things that I was being told by the gay community was that I was too Christian and that there wasn't a place for that kind of faith and sharing that kind of religion in our community. And I know that's not true, and I'm affirmed by that every week when I visit churches like this. But everybody knows that you hear something enough, it starts to weigh on you a little bit. And so the first kind of phase of that journey for me after this song was written was that I found myself watering down what I was doing, even though I was singing this song called Faith Unashamed, you know, and to try to fit this niche of whatever it was I was supposed to be in. And it felt for me, and everybody's walk is different, so I don't want to make a comparison that doesn't work for you, but for me, it felt like I was going back into this second closet, and I wasn't allowed to be who I am. And so that was kind of the first phase. And then the second thing that happened, and God working inside of me and stirring inside of me, like those waters that get stirred, you know, was to just celebrate that faith without shame on purpose. And so it was a praise and worship CD, some of which we just sang, to just say, this is who I am. I am a believer. And it's not coming from a place of condemnation when we say that to another person or to someone of another, to our Jewish brothers and sisters. We're not condemning anyone, but we want to celebrate our faith and our diversity, within our community as much as anyone else. And so, and I think that's what inspired, the next phase of kind of writing some of that down and the book that I started to write, which has been a really nerve-wracking experience for me because I'm not a writer, and I've been very worried about, when you actually say what you think about something, then people get to say back what they think. And I have really weak defenses sometimes, and so it's a scary place to be. But I want to affirm for you, or to encourage you, and I guess that there's a message in anything that I'm doing, is to say that it's to encourage us to be out about our faith as much as we're out about our creation and who we are and who God has created us to be. And that's a good thing, too. We need to be out about that. I'm not trying to say that challenge has been met, because it hasn't. And it's good for us to be out and for people to see who we are as GLBT people. But how wonderful for GLBT people to see who we are as Christians. How amazing that story and that walk can be as well. There's two friends of ours that Brian and I, my partner Brian, Scott and Michael, who love to have these little get-togethers at their house all the time, and they know tons of people. I don't know where these people come from. Every time we go over there's new people that we've never met before. And so whenever Scott and Michael introduce us to their friends that we haven't met before, they always bring us over. Come here, we want you to meet somebody. And they bring Brian over, and they say, these are our church friends, Shawn and Brian. And we're always the church friends. And so Brian and I used to always kind of talk about that on the drive home. It was like, why do they always introduce us as the church friends? We didn't know if they were trying to give them a little warning, watch your mouth around these two or something. I don't know what they were doing. But after a while, I really started to like it, because what was happening was the very first thing that those people found out about me was that I'm a believer. And if they didn't know it already, so are Scott and Michael. Because they're their church friends. And what a wonderful thing if somebody sees that first in us. So I'm going to close tonight with Faith Unashamed and encourage you to celebrate that faith without shame as much as possible.
A church parking lot, AM service starts. She's about to go in and sit down. Not sure what they've heard, what they'll think of her, but this time she will not be scared away. She knows about the pointing and she hears what they say. Lately she's been hearing she should be not afraid. When the world around her seems to not understand, that's when the love inside of her is ready to stand. And she has faith unashamed, and she has hope grace, 'cause where there's love, there is faith unashamed. No prayer in school can't post the golden rule, not allowed to share the truth he believes. Must not offend, it's okay for them, but inside his spirit's diminishing. He wonders why his faith is seen as so threatening, but all he wants to do is share the love that he's seen. It's not about condemning who's right or wrong, 'cause he believes that God is love and covers us all, and he has faith unashamed, and he has hope unafraid, and he has love undenied, and he is saved under grace, 'cause where there's love, there is faith unashamed, unrestrained, uncontained, filled up inside with the holy flame. Soon everyone in their own tongue will raise their hands and say that we have faith unashamed, and we have hope unafraid, and we have love undenied, and we are saved under grace, 'cause where there's love, oh, then there is faith unashamed, and there is hope unafraid, and where there's love undenied, then we are saved under grace, 'cause where there's love, there is faith. Oh, where there's love, there is faith. Where there is love, there is faith unashamed. Oh,
God bless you all. We can do one more. Go ahead, do whatever you're going to say, though. Go for it. No, that's fine. Yeah. So what did you all give up for Lent? What? Men. I don't think I could do that. Oh my gosh, that was great. We gave up some of our religious fat. I like that. Good. That's very good. I remember a pastor sharing one time in message about Lent and was talking about giving up things, and he explained it in a way that I hadn't really ever thought about it before, and I really liked it, but was that a lot of times when we give things up for Lent, like say we're going to give up chocolate or whatever. So, I know, sorry. So you give up chocolate, but then you just eat something else, right? You know, and or if you give up watching TV, okay, well then you go and you do something else. And if you give up whatever it is, and so the point that this pastor was making was that the whole idea behind the sacrifice that we're making and giving something up was that time, it's not the thing that we give up, but the time spent that we would have done whatever it was, eating chocolate, watching TV, whatever, that time is now spent with God. And so instead of just replacing it with another worldly item, that when we give that up, it's not the thing, it's the time. That this is our sacrifice, our offering to God, that we're going to give more of us, more of our time to God with whatever it was that we get. I don't know, it made me go, wow, yeah, right? So I think this is a good song for Lent and the season that's coming up. So we'll just take a moment to have some time with God. Yeah. Amazing love, how can it be? You, my King, would die for me. Amazing love, I know it's true. It's my joy to honor you in all I do. I honor you. I'm forgiven because you were forsaken. I'm accepted, you were condemned. I'm alive and well, your spirit is within me. Just because you died and rose again. Amazing love, how can it be? You, my King, would die for me. Amazing love, I know it's true. And it's my joy to honor you in all I do. I honor you. Jesus, you are my King. Oh, you are my King. Jesus, you are my King. Oh, amazing love, how can it be? You, my King, would die for me. Amazing love, I know it's true. It's my joy to honor you in all I do. I honor you, having joy in the honor. It's my joy to honor you in all I do. I honor you in all I do. I honor you in all I do. I honor you. Amen.